Welcome everyone to our weekly Saturday meeting. Dwayne, are you there yet?
I am.
Okay, you open us up and I'll take the reins, as they say in horse racing.
Awesome. Well, I should begin by saying good Saturday, DeFi Nation. Good Saturday, Energy community, and good Saturday to you guys who are Star State stargazers as well. Man, it's been a wild ride. Originally, I wasn't going to do this Zoom. I was going to have Jason, but Jason got sick. Jason and Neil were going to do the Zoom. So here we are today. So we're doing the Zoom, and Neil's actually going to be presenting today because I like to get always a different perspective. And it's always good to hear multiple different perspectives, because sometimes one person will hit on hot buttons or touch on something that another person may miss, and it just connects with different people different ways. So I want to begin by saying, you know, the title of this Zoom, I should say, is don't be distracted. Don't be distracted, right? Why is it don't be distracted? Well, there's so much just crap going on in the world today. I mean, look, guys, you know, just this past week, especially in not just the crypto market, all these financial markets with FTX and what's happened there. And you know, it's just a shame, and it's easy to get distracted, and it's easy to say, man, maybe I should just run and hide in a corner and you know, screw all this just nonsense that goes on. But you got to realize that we're at a point in history where the stars are aligning. And I don't know if you guys caught that line, but discover how one energy can ignite a universe where the stars shine brighter. And that's truly what it's all about. So you guys have an opportunity unlike anything else. You know, with all the mess and FTX going on and people's questioning crypto and questioning this and that, I think it's really important for people to understand that, you know, this is the whole reason for DeFi, for decentralized finance, because the trust in a DeFi system is not in a centralized entity. I got my little girl here at the office today too. You're gonna have to wait for a second. The trust is not in a centralized entity. In a DeFi system, the trust is in the process. And that's really, really big. You want to say hi to everybody? You better come over and say hi. Everybody's been asking about you. Everybody knows you've been sick. Are you feeling better? Good. She goes back to school on Monday. She's been out of school for 2 weeks, guys.
Glad you're feeling better, Maggie. Good job.
Yeah, everybody says hi to you. You got your iPad. Okay, go over there and play your iPad while Daddy's on this Zoom. You gotta love just the spontaneous of everything. It's just the wild ride that we live in, right? But you can't be distracted. You know, the whole reason for decentralized finance is because the trust is not in a centralized entity. The trust is in the system itself. And that's basically the society and the culture and the community that we're creating. We're creating what you would call a trustless system. Trustless meaning you don't have to trust a centralized person or an entity, but I really think a better word for everything would be trustful. We're in a more trustful system because the system is in the process. It's, you know, you don't have to depend on a centralized entity. And this is really something the world needs to hear about, because today you hear everybody calling, oh my gosh, we need more crypto regulation. No, that's not the answer. We don't need more crypto regulation. All regulation does is lead to the people in power being able to corrupt and pervert the system to their liking. What we need is a system that you don't have to trust anyone. You don't have to trust the centralized entity. You don't have to trust all the ridiculous regulations in place. We need a system where the trust is in the process. And that's the beauty of what we've created. NRGY is almost like a decentralized bank that is really owned by the community. It's owned by the community. It's all, NRGY is a truly decentralized ecosystem. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick this over to Neil, and he's going to present NRGY to you, and he's going to give you, a different perspective probably than I normally would. And I love how Neil framed it on his last presentation. He did such a great job. So he's going to present NRGY to you and the opportunity at hand. Look, it's no secret. 𝐶 launching, right? 𝐶 launching. Now 𝐶 going to take some time to gain traction and build trust and bring, get revenues, and you got to have some people jump off the diving board and test it out. And then they tell other people, and before you know it, you hit critical mass. But all that takes time. But you're in a situation right now where you're at the very beginning of all of this. And I equate this to basically being able to get in Amazon at the beginning. Now, we don't know if we're going to be successful. There's no guaranteed success. There's no guarantees in life. We really don't know. But what we believe is that we have a high probability of achieving that with the technology that we built. Just like when Amazon started out, they had no guarantee. They didn't know if they were going to succeed, but they built a technology that really dominated. And we've built a technology that, unlike anything else, nobody has this technology. It never existed in the world until now. And I think this technology that we've created is really going to change the way that the world transacts, or I should say that 𝐶 created is really going to change the way that the world transacts, and the way that people view intellectual property and being able to create markets for intellectual property. It's going to open up so many doors. And, you've heard me say it before, but I just feel like you're on the precipice of prosperity. I think we have a good shot at really succeeding, and not just succeeding, but succeeding big. This is one of those things that if we catch fire over the next few years, you could be looking at something similar to what Amazon did, or what Apple did, or what Netflix did. And, this is really the kind of technology, and this is where we're at now, and this is the opportunity that you all have. So I'm going to have Neil present it to you. I can't say enough about him. Neil's been with us from the beginning. He's one of my most trusted community members in the whole NRGY community. He's always so helpful to people. He just does an incredible job. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kicking it over to Neil. Neil, take us away.
All right, welcome community. Welcome NRGY community. We're a week away from Thanksgiving, and next week we won't have a meeting because everyone will be off with their families enjoying good food and good company. So with that being said, I'd like for us to just take maybe a minute of silence to pray for just our other members in the community that maybe have sick people, or people who may have passed or ill, or just who need some strength from the community energy. So I'm going to take a minute of silence. You guys don't have a choice because you're all muted anyways. So we're going to take a minute of silence and say a prayer for everybody in our community. And that'll go for Jason too. Okay, community, thank you for that. This meeting today, we're going to focus on energy. We're all excited from 𝐶 and the release last Saturday. I would like to go back to the community, and Dwayne was mentioning about trust. I think we trust the community. We need to be trustful of others, of each other, and we have 𝐶 coming off. We see how big of a deal this is going to be, and you know, Chris has done something special. I'm sure there's going to be tweaks along the way. Nothing is built perfect. Excuse me, right from the start. So it's our job as the community here to help strengthen our community. We all seen a little dip in the Ethereum. It's down to $35. And I know some people took out money to help buy their NFT, Mission NFT Series 1. So this is a great time to purchase energy. Christmas is around the corner. Maybe you get open some wallets for family members and give gifts. But we're going to talk about energy and why we want to do energy. One, it's about family. I think this is going to be bigger than all of us. Star Stake is going to be bigger than all of us. And we're doing it for others. Like for me, it's for my family. I want to leave a memory for generations. Wealth, not only wealth, just, you know, going back in time and talking good things about me and what I've done for my family. Like I said, we're a part of something bigger than all of us, and we need to be faithful and trustful of each other in the community. And I know Dwayne has talked, and we've all said that for the people who are in here, you don't have to, this isn't an MLM, you don't have to go recruit people. But as a community, I think, you know, we owe it to ourselves, to each other, to just spread the word a little bit. And it's not very hard. We're going to go over our NRGY webpage and explain to you how it works and how easy it is to pass along, how to put your link in your invite code in Discord. And we're going to start, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to start with one little video to get the ball rolling. And then I'll jump back in.
Look at all those good looking Mission NFTs.
Yeah. Let's see. What am I doing here? This one. Oh, this one here, right here, right in front of me.
How is wealth created? And I'm not talking about just making money. I'm talking about real life-changing wealth. Do you know how it's really created? It's created by the movement of money. Let's take a journey back in time.
There were a group of pioneers who wanted something different, to get an abundance out of life. So they got together and went out west. They encountered lots of hardships before settling where they wanted to build their community. And instead of just one person benefiting mostly, they decided to do things a little different. So the pioneers pooled their money together and essentially established a bank owned by these pioneers. New members started joining the community. They started businesses that were owned.
Your sound went out, Neil.
More businesses popped up with community members working to develop each one and sharing in the profits of the business they developed. And while the bank, owned by the original pioneers, shared a piece of the profit generated from each business. New community members were given the option to buy into the bank owned by the original pioneers, and it became known as the Community Bank. Some of the new members decided to also own a piece of the community bank and paid what seemed like a high price. Other members remained stubborn and chose to only profit with the business they were working to develop. More businesses were developed, and the community bank became even more profitable. The stubborn community members who felt it was too expensive to buy into the community bank before were finally ready to buy in. But when they went back, they were shocked at how much the price went up. The community continued to grow, and more businesses were developed, while the community bank that shared in a piece of the profit from each business continued to grow fatter and fatter. Community members who owned a piece of the community bank reaped the rewards. The stubborn community members who didn't take action to stake their piece in the community bank earlier when they felt the price was too high were finally ready to purchase at the much higher price now. Finally, everyone was able to enjoy the fruits of the entire community. And the community prospered together, passing their wealth to generations to come.
But there's a problem. Over time, wealth has been diminished from generations by authorities who seek to control them. So today, a new community in cryptocurrency called NRGY has formed, a community poised to energize the world and create wealth for the very pioneers of today. Would you like to be a pioneer and create wealth for your family? NRGY is the cryptocurrency deployed to create wealth for the community members who choose to stake it. Decentralized businesses in many sectors are being developed by the NRGY community. These decentralized businesses are known as dApps, or decentralized applications. Would you like to earn cash flow from royalty payments? Community members who keep at least 25 NRGY staked can access royalty payments, which is paid as a cash flow to these members in the form of NRGY. This energy can be staked to earn additional NRGY or swap for Ethereum or USDC, US dollar coin, through the NRGY liquidity pool that acts much like a decentralized bank. Would you like to own an asset that not only generates cash flow for you, but also increases in value as the demand rises? As more and more profitable dApps are developed, the demand for NRGY becomes greater and greater. As the demand increases from people wanting to stake NRGY to earn royalty payments and from supply that is tied up when dApp products and services are consumed, the USDC and the NRGY liquidity pool increases, while the limited supply of NRGY is decreased. This causes the value of NRGY to rise. The supply of NRGY is extremely limited, while virtually an unlimited amount of USDC can be added to the liquidity pool. In this way, the NRGY liquidity pool acts similar to a decentralized bank owned by the community. As the demand for NRGY becomes greater and greater, the value could skyrocket. Would you like to also mint NRGY for yourself and for your family? In addition to accessing royalty payments, NRGY stakers get to earn more from the minting of NRGY. NRGY will mint for a period of 100 weeks from February 20th, 2021, which is approximately 2 years. While 25 NRGY needs to be staked to earn royalty payments from dApp revenues, any amount of NRGY can be staked to earn in the minting. Minting rewards are earned weekly and can be compounded back into staking. Simply put, the more NRGY you stake, the more NRGY you will earn from minting. The only question left is, are you ready to stake your claim in this new economy?
All right, we all know that video. For those of you who are new, that's kind of what NRGY is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the layout on how NRGY DeFi financial system works. So here we have the community of NRGY DeFi. And, you know, I mentioned it's $35. Most of us in this room have paid more than $35 per coin to get in this. So right now to buy coins, it's literally around $1,000 to get 22 with the 20% additional bonus will give you 26.4. So it is a great time to buy and add to your coins or bring in new people or gifts. But here's how it flows. So NRGY DeFi, we're the community bank, and they talked about the rewards, which come weekly in the form of minting, and they range, they go up and down. It depends on the previous 3-week rolling cycle on who has staked NRGY. So once you're in the community, you, one, you're collecting the weekly rewards. 2, you can share this website right here. What happens, why we're all excited about NRGY is because it's going to be a platform for dApps, right? And we've been waiting for our first dApp, which has been one of our founders, Chris Hawk Jones, who just released Star Hub. It's our private chat app that's in Star Stake. And then last Saturday, as we all know, he released the Mission NFT Series 1 that is going to be used to bring on stars It's you're going to earn, it's an asset-backed NFT. You're going to get Minter coin from it, and we're all going to get the starting rate once it opens. These are some of the bonuses for Star Stake. Also, you have to have at least one mission NFT Series 1 to play in our treasure hunt game, which is going to give away 1 million Minter coins during the game. Like if you solve a puzzle or uncover a key, you're going to get rewarded with Minter coins. And then the reward for the winner of Star Stake, which we don't even know how long it'll take, but we have some sharp people in this community. So it could be a month, it could be 4 months. It depends how tough the game is. 1 million coins of Minter is going to go to the winner. And that is huge because we believe Minter coins can raise up to $1 in a very short time, 1-2 years. It's used as the transactional coin that will purchase the NFTs. So we're all very excited about Star Stake being our first one. Not to mention, once Star Stake starts gaining momentum, there's other dApps in the works. It just takes time for them to create them. But imagine we have Star Stake here in the middle. What if we got 5 of these dApps that join our platform? What if it goes to 10 or 15? Of course, this is going to take time, but holding 25 energy in the community, you receive royalties from every single dApp created. I think Star Stake is going to be a tremendous success. I think it's going to take off quicker than we think. And I think it's going to also help other developers want to develop on the same platform of energy. And part of the deal is they have to release a percentage back to the community that has helped create this process of putting their dApps on our platform for free. Star Stake, we think, is going to be huge because it's a new technology for the way we transact. We think it's going to change the way intellectual property holders, maybe someone who holds a movie, maybe someone creates a new shoe, because we have e-commerce built in the Star Stake. So the sky is the limit. We're shooting for the stars, no pun intended. And so, like I said, you get 25 energy or more, you're going to receive royalties on every single dApp that is placed on our platform. Star Stake being the first one, which we're all very excited about. And Minter is, this is down here from Star Stake. This is the Minter, that's the transactional coin. It's going to purchase the NFT bucks on Star Stake to make and buy the Star Stake NFTs. Also with the NFT bucks, people will be able to make their own bucks. They could put their album cover, their face, and they'll get rewards from using their own buck if people buy their own bucks. So the community of energy is very important, and we think it's time for us to stand up and meet some challenges that Star Stake is rolled out, and it's going to be so huge. So we just want the whole community of energy to maybe, give a word out for our community, and let's help build a community a little bigger. Let's see, we're going to go to the current price of Energy Go, which some of us known is 0.001 or 0.2, but for the new members who purchased that in the beginning, that is being matched with Minter coins. So if you were in really early, and you could still buy Energy Go and still get matched. But that's another asset to our platform. These are some of the NFT bucks examples. Currently owners get, like I said, they get a drop of about 10% a month of match Energy Go in Minter coin, which is going to be used to purchase the NFT on Star Stake. Let's see what else we got here. So we have a reward system for building the community. So we have a 2-tier program, 15% and 10%. So if you do share this with others, Energy is rewarding you within seconds into your wallet. 15% of whatever the amount of the person you brought in, and 10% for whoever brought you in. What's cool about this is the person that's coming aboard, say it's $1,000, they get to invest all $1,000 worth of coin. They collect weekly rewards based on their $1,000. You're paid your 15 and 10% to your 2-tier, and the 25% isn't taxed until they decide to unstake those staked energy coins. And you know, as a community, I'm holding mine. I'm not unstaking, because the people who will unstake their coins later in December, they're just going to bump up the people who hold their rewards. And once royalties come in, that's going to bump up our royalties too, because when they take their coins out, that just bumps up our percentages to collect more. So as a community, for me, I'm holding mine. Some people need the money. We understand that, but it's kind of treated like a 401k plan. It's a 32.5% penalty. We've always had 7.5% coin burn if you unstake, but now that we put the 25% burn at the end if you unstake, so you can collect on all your monies invested right away. So for me, I'm holding the community together with mine. I want my royalties to go up because I plan on living off my royalties. Let's see, what is an IP? We don't need that one. Star Stake demo. I just talked about the 2-tier program. Okay, this is a potential. Nothing is guaranteed, obviously. There's an old saying, don't spend more than you can lose. I grew up in horse racing, so I know all about that. But you know, I've been trying different projects over the last 5 years, and like my wife Ray said, I think the spaghetti is going to stick to the wall on this one, because I'm an ex-chef, so we like that analogy. So let's read this real quick. Stakers who just have 25 or more, they'll get royalties on the entire volume that goes through Star Stake and all other dApps that start to be created on our platform. Don't just think Star Stake's the only one. We just think that's going to be a huge one. So let's take a look at what the numbers can be. I'm going to be clear, it's a hypothetical number and it's not a guarantee. We could light candles at church and pray for it, but that doesn't always work. So there's a platform, OpenSea, we all know. We've been using it with the NFTs for Star Stake. It's not nearly as advanced or robust as Star Stake. We think Star Stake, once it's in motion, is going to crush a lot of these platforms. Kind of like Uber and Lyft have crushed the taxi business. And they do close to 5 billion per month. And let's say Star Stake did just 1% of that, would be 50 million. And Star Stakers, we receive 20% of the 25% cut that goes to Star Stake, which equals 5% of the total gross. 5% of 50 million comes $2.5 million spread out to all the members that have 25 coins or more. We do have one elite club of 500 coins or more that will get an additional 1% on top of the 5% share. They'll be included in a 1% share. I believe now that number's popped up to maybe 30 members with 500 coins. And with the coin being $35 on Ethereum where you purchase it and it gets transferred to Polygon with a 20% bonus, you can't beat the deal. I mean, there's people out there for like 25,000, they can get the 500 club or add on to what they have and take advantage of that, because that's going to be a big club, and 1% divided by a small amount of people is really going to make a big difference. And don't forget that Ethereum is eventually going to merge 100% with Polygon, and then the coin's going to be, right now it's about $500. It might take a dip in December, but once Star Stake gets going, everything's going to get inflated again, because Star Stake and all the other dApps that are joined will add percentages to the coin, to Minter, to NRGY, to our USD. It's going to be incredible once this really gets in motion. And don't forget that the coin on Polygon just like it was with Ethereum. Although we merged over from Ethereum to Polygon, we started with 4.3 million coins. And I would just guessing say we're under 4 million coins now. I think we've maybe bought already 300,000 coins. So imagine people on stake, then that gets coins burned, and that makes the coin even more rare.
And Neil, I want to touch on that too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not to cut you off, but the beautiful thing about how energy works, this is the most beautiful thing. The sustainability, of course, is in the royalties that the dApps pay. It's in real business and real commerce. It's not dependent on the endless recruitment of people, which is the beautiful thing. I mean, look, energy could operate with the community that we have. However, bringing in more people into the community does build stability. It also brings awareness. And the more awareness that you can bring, then what happens is you eventually get it to where it's a store of value for people. Meaning that, you know, if the demand is there and energy's sky high, somebody may not be able to afford to stake 25, and that's fine. That's fine. But they're still buying the coin. They may buy half of an energy or an energy or two energy for its store value, because they realize that that demand and that royalty is what really is what keeps this, you know, what keeps the energy price up, I should say. And that's what really creates a great store of value. So, you know, obviously we want to grow awareness. We want to build the community to create that store of value. But the beautiful thing is when you stake energy, I know the video said 2021, it's actually 2022. So around February, March, somewhere in there of 2024, the 100-week minting process will come to an end. So when you put coins into staking, the more coins you put in staking, the more coins that you earn. But the beautiful thing is that the energy supply is so extremely limited. It's so extremely limited. So it's not like an endless amount of people can have 25 energy staked, because there's a finite supply. There's only so many people at one time that can actually earn royalties from this ecosystem, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But we didn't start out actually, Neil, with 4.3 million. 4.3 million is the max supply of coins that there can be. That's the max supply, okay? Right now, we have less than 1 million coins in circulation. And yes, you hear my little girl in the background. Maggie, you gotta be a little quiet. You gotta, so 4.3 million is the max supply. But what determines that final number at those 100-week, at that end of the 100-week minting process, okay, whenever that is, March of next year, it could be in April, it's, you know, 2024, it's 100-week, but a minting week is not what you think is a full week. Once a week ends, a new week doesn't start until a new stake comes in for the week, I should say. So there could be a few hours to a lag there before a new week starts. That's why I say sometime around March or April. But at the end of the minting process, however many coins are in circulation is going to be what's in circulation. There may not be 4.3 million. Because what happens in the staking contract is it has what's called a capacity. You don't pay attention. I know a lot of people don't pay attention to all those numbers on the screen, but there's a maximum amount of coins that can go in staking for the week. Now it's a big supply, so there's plenty of room. But hypothetically, if that was filled to max capacity, yes, the minting rewards would be a lot bigger. And of course, nobody else could come into staking for the week because the capacity of the contract would be filled for the week. That being said, if the capacity of the contract, the possible coins that can go into staking, if that is filled to max, there'll be 4.3 million. If it is not filled to max at the end of the minting weeks, look, there may only be 3 million. There may be 2.5 million. There may be 2 million. We don't know. But the max supply is 4.3 million. The circulating supply is actually much, 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 much lower. So anyways, no, I'm going to let you continue.
That was a great interjection. So after the staking weeks are up, no one will be able to stake after the 100 weeks? Dwayne?
No, they will be able to stake because they're going to want to stake for the royalties, right? For
Yeah.
the dApps, but there won't be any minting rewards. There won't be any more energy that's in for.
And believe me, if you have coins and there's no coins left, people are going to be approaching you to buy your coins from you.
And when people unstake, 7.5% is burnt and permanently removed from circulation. So once that final number of coins is determined at the end of the minting process, from there the supply just goes down, because as people unstake, it burns 7.5%. Now somebody else picks those coins up and they stake them. Now when they unstake, it burns 7.5%. So it's always reducing the supply after the end of the minting contract. Guys, it's so beautifully designed, it's not even funny. Go ahead, Neil.
Okay, so let's dream big. Let's continue on dreaming big about our decades that we're going to pass to our children. We're going to pass on for generations. So let's say over the next few years, which StarStake looks to be like it's going to be a success. For those of you who don't know, StarStake released 7,000 NFTs last Saturday, and 4,000 were sold in less than 40 hours. We have approximately 400 left out of 7,000, which is huge because it was only a small amount of people. This has been a private sale. This hasn't even been public unless you shared it out on the internet or with friends and family. So it's amazing. So
And
let's say
one thing too, you got to mention, Neil, we got to mention too, in there, is that StarStake also released the news that they're partnering with the NFL alumni, which is really, really big. Really big.
Not that they already did.
They already did. Yeah, they already did. Yeah,
and that was Maria's doing, I believe. So
correct.
Pretty cool.
Correct.
Okay, let me get back to dreaming big. So, and we think that StarStake has the definitely ability to make this happen. It's not a promise or guarantee, as we all know, but massive growth happens with StarStake, similar to Amazon, like we think it's going to go. Amazon's shares went from $5 to over 3,000 in not that long a time. So let's say StarStake does 1 billion per month in volume by the end of 2023. This is where the potential gets insane. 5% of that 100 billion would be 5 billion. 5 billion divided amongst, let's say, 100,000 accounts, which pretty much won't be possible to have too many more than that, because of the supply we're talking about, with 25 staked. A whopping 50,000 per month for each would come to approximately with 100,000 accounts. If 25 Energy were producing monthly cash flow of 50,000, I think I could live on that. I don't know about you guys, but and I'm going to still be the same O'Neill, even if I have that kind of money. But just one Energy very well could be worth Bitcoin amounts of, well, Bitcoin hasn't even hit it, but it could be close to $100,000 per coin if these numbers are reached, which, let's face it, if StarStake takes off, it could kind of squash all the other NFT markets, because ours, StarStake, does much, much more. And the site's been put together fantastic, as we're all seeing rolled out. And there's so many moving parts to Energy and StarStake. And we're just so fortunate that StarStake is being created by one of our 4 founders. We have Alan, Dwayne, Chris, and Peter. We have 4 upstanding gentlemen, and they're all about family and trying to do good for other people. And we're set up like Bitcoin. There's no company, there's no government. We're a decentralized coin. It's just the energy community. And like I said, we're happy that StarStake is being created by one of our founders. Alan's a part of that founder. But
and one other thing too, so you guys get a good perspective with both Neil and me doing the presentation, just kind of off the cuff, right? I kind of like this today, Neil. One other thing too, that I can't stress enough about. Unlike a lot of other coins where they create the coins and the developers keep their supply of coins and whatnot, you got to realize, since energy is decentralized, when we deployed energy and relinquished the control of energy, we didn't have any energy. We had to take our own money and go buy energy, just like everybody else. So the beauty of energy is that everybody who owns energy has directly contributed, has bought energy with their own money to the system, including from conception, which is guys, that's, you don't even realize how powerful that is. That's huge. Now, of course, we bought a lot of energy. Why? Because we want to build a community. We want to develop an ecosystem. So of course we're going to go buy a lot of energy because we want to, be vested in what we're building.
And you believe in your project. And you've done
Exactly.
the same exact steps as every single one of us that's in the community. You were the first ones to take the steps, and we followed along, did the same.
Go ahead, Neil.
Okay. Where it gets even more interesting is StarStake is just but one application. We've talked about this on the energy platform. Be it a monster one, which we all believe, especially what we're seeing in the last couple of weeks. We other applications are already being planned and going to be deployed and integrated on the energy ecosystem. And yes, Energy Staker with 25 or more will earn on every single application developed. This is huge because look at your phone. I want everyone to take a look at their phone and look at their dApps. You probably got at least 15 or 20 dApps on one screen. Imagine let's just go with 5 years. Imagine 5 years, Energy has 25 dApps on our platform. And of course, StarStake, we're gonna say is the king of all the dApps so far. But we're getting royalties from every single one of those 25 dApps. Not to mention all the stars that are going to join StarStake individually. It's just mind-boggling what we're in for. And we just got to be patient. We got to stay together as a community and don't let outside influences. Dwayne, what was the title of our Zoom today again?
Don't be distracted.
Don't be distracted, community.
Yeah,
we stay together as one. We all know that MLMs out there, they got a right leg, a left leg, fucking your friend helps, excuse my French. You got the leaders in the front who get to start everything. Not energy. We are one. The power of one is huge. It goes back in time. Dwayne can tell you a little bit about the power of one. It's in the Bible. And we just have to stay strong as an energy group, our community, and it's going to be incredible. So let me get back to reading this. If you have the capital to purchase 500 energy, that's an extra 1% on top of your 5% you're going to share with 25 coins. And the price right now, Christmas is coming. Just create another wallet for family members. Maybe leave something for a kid he doesn't even have to know. We all do it on the stock market or 401ks, which that took a dip, right? I don't know. Most people lost at least 10% on 401k. And invest in the energy community. It's going to be worth it. It's not going anywhere. StarStake is going to pump energy community like a flat tire getting pumped up on your bicycle with a pump. It's gonna get inflated. It's gonna take off. Trust me, I believe in this. I don't know, but I know. It's an old saying that I used to use with someone. The royalty cash flow from StarStake, as well as other decentralized applications, look at your phone. All those 25 dApps will be flowing in royalties to our entire ecosystem, our entire community. And it goes right into your wallet in USDC. And the only time you're going to get charged taxes on that or anything is when you put it into your bank. And we don't know down the road, maybe there's going to be another way to, there's already crypto credit cards and stuff. But what I like is it's decentralized. You control your money, you control your ecosystem on community, builder. And it's just an amazing setup. It's decentralized, and we are a community of one. Just remember that. The minting period we talked about already. It's going to go for, I think we're on week 36, or let's just even round it up. Say we're on week 40. That means we have 60 more weeks on Polygon for rewards. And believe me, if you don't have to unstake in December, don't. You're going to lose a lot of money. And we understand if you need money, things come up, medical, maybe whatever you need. But trust me, trying to hang in there and just work harder and just keep that 401 together, our community builder 401 plan. How staking and unstaking works. So when someone unstakes and sells their energy, let's just say in December, later in December, while it temporarily brings the price of energy down, it will also increase our minting rewards and our DApp royalties. We've already talked about this. The increase of royalty cash flow creates a demand for new buyers who want to have 25 energy stake. We think that most energy coins will be purchased by the end of 100 weeks, because by then, Star Stake will be hopping. We'll probably have 2, 3, or 4 other dApps creators bringing onto the platform. And you know, there's that old saying, FOMO, fear of missing out. When people see this really start working like it's designed to, they're going to want to get their energy coins. And by then it's going to be on Polygon, which is not going to be $35 a coin. I put my life on that one. In addition, when someone unstakes their energy, like we said, there used to be a 25% burn in the beginning. When we went over to Polygon, they reversed it to put it at the end. So now it's treated like a 401k. When you take it out at the end, you're going to get your 25% whack. You've been earning royalties on your whole amount the whole time when you started, and the 7.5% coin burn. So it comes to 32.5%. We'll call it a 401k penalty for leaving the community with your coins. But you're more than welcome to do it. There's no rules or laws that say you can't. We just want the community to be one and try to hold steadfast. Because of this, it reduces the supply, makes energy more scarce, pushing DApp royalties, cash flow higher and higher over time for those who remain staked. Energy is basically an asset that you can purchase, which we believe has a very high probability of increasing in value, especially once our dApps get cranking. Let's see. Let me go to this one since I know where we're at. I'm going to play this one so I can give my voice a rest. And this is, we just talked about this, but here's reiterated.
Now, I want to be clear that the following example is purely hypothetical and is not to be construed as a guarantee. Community members who keep at least 25 energy staked can earn royalty payments from all the dApps built upon the energy platform. Keep in mind that not many people are able to stake 25 energy, not necessarily because of the price, but because of the supply. Energy is extremely limited in supply, which in turn limits the number of accounts that can have 25 energy staked. As of the filming of this video, the very first blockbuster dApps are under development, and there are only about 150 accounts with 25 or more energy staked. If these first dApps were to disperse an average of $100,000 per day in royalty payments to accounts with at least 25 energy staked, each account would receive over $650 in cash flow per day. This equates to almost a whopping $250,000 per year for each one. Of course, the number of accounts staking 25 energy is likely to increase over time, but so is the number of profitable dApps. The development of the energy community and decentralized businesses built upon the platform is constantly ongoing. As more and more profitable dApps are created upon the energy platform, the
Are you there now?
Yeah.
Go back just a few seconds. The volume cut out. where the supply is squeezed is where it was talking about.
With the faucet?
Yes. Okay, right there is good. Yep.
Energy is likely to increase over time, but so is the number of profitable dApps. The development of the energy community and decentralized businesses built upon the platform is constantly ongoing. As more and more profitable dApps are created upon the energy platform, the extremely limited supply of energy is squeezed more and more, causing the value to surge. How much can you potentially earn?
Okay. So we went over all this right now, right? So huge bonus right now for staking. We're going to harp on this a little again. 20%. So you need 22 coins will get you to 26.4. 22 coins at $35. You guys can do the math. Gas fees have been under $50, and I think it comes to under $1,000. Like I said, you can do the math, and you don't have to buy 22. I mean, someone could start with 5 or 10. I have one person started with 1. He's over 10 already by not doing anything. And these videos that we just watched, the cartoon videos, were made in 2021. So they're a little, have a little time on them. So things have been changed a little bit, but basically it's all the same. To build this healthy ecosystem and foundation for StarStake, it's already launched. It's going in increments, which is good. Everything's working good with StarStake. There hasn't been any flaws. I've been working on like 5 different projects, and they failed because of the dApp. The app sucked, and they went right in the toilet. And Chris has been very particular to make sure everything is in working order, 95%, and it shows. It shows. We did have a little issue when we first bought the NFTs. Why? So many people were buying them. We crashed the system for a minute, but they had it fixed within 10 minutes, and it started working flawlessly. We already went how much you can do for, it's 22 coins will get you to 26.4. It's should be under $1,000. Let's see. We'll be down to 10% in the next, probably what, in December, Dwayne, or
In the next week. This is probably the last week of this last week of 20% bonus.
okay. So I'm gonna wind this down a little bit now. So what I want to say is, for those of you out there that, you know, they're not up for sharing it, that's fine. But we just want to explain to you the process of sharing this website, because it's so easy. Okay, so in the first, this is called DeFiDarkHorse.com, and we ask that you attach an invite code. We also suggest you kind of keep it short and simple, just for spelling and people to type it in and stuff. So this is the process for all of you out there that were thinking about sharing, or maybe scared it's too hard. But all you have to do is remember www.DeFiDarkHorse.com. Okay, that's what you'll send out to people. You'll attach an invite code of whatever you want. And then the process is, before you do that, so we don't miss you, if you're not in the Discord channel already, you could join right here on that front page. And I'm going to just bring you to Discord and show you how this works, because I don't think we've ever done this before. So we have a Discord group right here with the Energy Lightning Bolt. And then we're going to go to channel invitation code. Oops, I pressed the wrong one. Invitation code. Okay, so the first process you'll do before you get to the Discord, you're going to go to, let me just bring it up. I'm going to just go in steps for you. Profile right there. Yeah. Okay, you're going to want to connect your MetaMask wallet. I got too much stuff in the way. You're going to connect your MetaMask wallet. And you want to make sure you're on Ethereum mainnet. That's the platform we're going to use. Then you would, once you're on that, you want to connect your community builder on Ethereum. And I'm just going to do it from the start for you. I'm going to refresh. So it looks like this. And also, if people come aboard, this is where they're going to buy USD, how much ever they want to stake. They'll put it right in this amount. They need about, I'd say, $50 for gas fee, and it's that simple. USD for what you want to stake, $50 in a gas fee. You're going to connect your wallet.
Wouldn't even say for gas fees. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Probably
pretty,
do it. You probably can do it for $10, but you know,
Yeah, it's been pretty low. I just like a buffer so they don't have to
yeah.
go purchase again, you know. So, okay, so you see your copy invitation. This is what you share with people that want to come in the community. But to set it up for on Discord, so we do all the heavy lifting for you, you'll copy your invitation. You go back over to Discord, and then all you do is paste your community builder, do some spaces, and do invite code. And we're going to just do energy. And it's that simple. Hit enter. And now you're in this channel. So when you send out the DeFi Dark Horse and you give them your invite code, they look at it. There's a place for them to get more information, and it's fed to our, we have a leadership group of like 10 to 15 people that we will reach out to them for you and answer all their questions and take it over for you from there. So all you have to do is share your invite code and www.DeFi-Darkhorse, and then we see your code and we know if they want to stake coins, we take care of it for them. And we know through the invite code who it belongs to, and there's your link, and we take care of it for you. It's that easy. So we wanted to show you that today on how to do that for people who might not have known, or maybe a little bit intimidated about sharing the website. Let's go back here. Okay, so I wanted to go through that. With that being said, we want the community to help share it, help build community. Go ahead.
I was going to say, go ahead, Neil. Keep going.
Yeah. So I just wanted to share that. Does anyone have any questions before we? I'm going to play one song out for us, but we would like to answer any questions.
Let's do this. I want to go ahead and say a few things. I want to close out the recording, and then I'm going to open it up for Q&A.
Okay.
But I just want to say, guys, the thing that I think, you know, what really makes our system is the community. I mean, you guys don't even realize it. You know, the more we grow our community, the more we grow stability, the more we grow exposure, the more people see it, of course, and now they realize how the ecosystem works, and that creates a demand. And so, you know, I encourage you really to grow a community that is really very exclusive. It's very limited in size because there's only so much, there's only a finite supply of energy. So, you know, I encourage you guys to really build the community and help grow awareness. And of course, when they come on, they can help grow awareness to our ecosystem as well. And, you know, I think the thing that I like best about this is that we all have a chance to do something big together, and we all have a chance to really win big together. We have that opportunity. Whereas, you know, a lot of other things, it's all jockeying for position, who can get in, who can get out, you know, first. Energy is much, much different. It's based on real business. It's based on real commerce. You know, the system that we designed is truly a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful system when you understand all the dynamics to it. So, you know, I invite you guys, you know, help grow the community, help tell other people about this ecosystem. You know, let's draw awareness. You know, they get in energy. They're going to be interested in the dApps, right? Star Stake as well. And, you know, we know there's going to be a lot of people that don't even know about energy. And now they see Star Stake And it's up to you as a community member to get out there, because we want to grow this through grassroots. We want to grow this very, very, very solid. You know, I don't think people realize the reason for that. We want people to know the power of energy. Everybody goes, do you have any marketing plans? Why don't you reach out to influencers? So the reason I don't reach out to influencers is because I know all of them, but the problem is they all are only in it to make a quick buck, and then they pervert things to the point where you know, they just use many different tactics. That's not what I want to build. They'll come later. Let them FOMO into our community. They'll FOMO into our community. I really want to build an army of people that understand the power of what we have, because once you understand the power of what we have, we can really go to work on building that store of value of energy. And, you know, if you're out there and you're new and you're thinking about joining us, you know, I invite you to join our community. It's probably one of the best communities you'll ever join. We have a saying, and that saying is, we are one energy. What's that mean? Great significance in the power of one. Great significance. I'll touch on that some other time. But, you know, there's a lot of significance, because what created everything in the universe? It was one energy. That's what created, look, what created everything in the universe was one energy, literally. So, you know, there's great significance in that catch line. We are one energy. And, you know, I invite you to join our community where, you know, we're doing something special. We're not necessarily guaranteed to win, but, you know, we think collaboration and community will really take us the next mile. And I think we have a really good opportunity to win. Also, one last thing I want to say is those mission NFTs, there's still a few available, I looked this morning, there wasn't very many. I think 300-400, something like that. You got to have one of those mission NFTs to play the game. And trust me, you're going to want to play the game. The game sounds like it's going to be a blast.
And it's going to be around Christmas when we're all together with family, and we're going to be playing that game around the table, and it's going to create some cool bonding and fun.
This game, though, I don't think it's going to be solved anytime soon, because it's a lot like the Ready Player One. You've seen the movie Ready Player One?
Yeah.
We don't all know what's going to consist of this game, but I do want to tell you, I do think that the very first clue is out there. I think I uncovered it. I think some other people may have uncovered it too. I think the very first clue is out there. I don't think anybody's deciphered the clue or whatnot, but you get to play the game. And I don't know if that's going to take a year, 2 years, or what for somebody to win, but they're gonna win 1 million Mentor, and we don't know what Mentor is going to be worth in the future, but there's a chance as Star State comes aboard and they're getting a lot of traction, you know, Mentor is going to become worth more and more and more and more and more.
And now that you said 1 or 2 years, possibly that Mentor coin could be 50 cents or $1 by the time someone wins it.
It could be high. I mean, it could be more. We don't know. So the point is you're going to want to play the game. Everybody's going to want to play the game. You have to have at least one mission NFT to go on a mission. Mission NFTs are $100. If you do have 25 mission NFTs, you do earn on, as people redeem their NFT bucks for dollars, you're going to earn a piece of that. So, you know, they got to pay when they redeem them for $1. I think it's 3%. So 2% of when they cash out, okay, they're NFT bucks, people on Star Stake, when they cash out, that 2% is divided amongst everybody with at least 25 mission NFTs, at least 20, that hold at least 25 mission NFTs.
I think it's 65% of the 2% is what I think.
It's 65% of the 3%, which is 2%.
Oh, okay.
Which is
Okay.
2%.
You're the math guy.
now we're sitting here confusing about, oh, what's the math? So, you know, you do want to at least get at least one of those mission NFTs because the game's going to be a blast. So they're $100. But if you want to get 25, there's an advantage to having 25 mission NFTs as well.
Yeah.
And only a few left. I think there's about 300 or 400 left. I don't even know if there's that right now. But
I'd like to put one plug in because we have the voting contest for the NFTs, and Dirk is running away with it. He has over 42 last time I checked. And second is about 20 something. I think I'm in third. So everybody give me a vote.
Dirk.
I voted for everyone in the contest. I gave them all one vote, but we got to catch Dirk. We can't let him run away with this thing.
Dirk, you're doing everybody dirty with your NFTs.
It is cute. He's holding hands with his wife. He did a good job on the presentation of it. So make sure go vote. There's links out in the rooms for the NFT. That NFT they're giving away is a legendary, which has a lot of clues for the game. And we're gonna do a team. We're gonna do a team for the game. There's about 10 of us. We're gonna do and tackle it as a team, and then we'll divide it evenly if we win.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end the recording, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna open it up for some questions.
Quick questions, and we'll